Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Quay Walker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. QB sneak coming. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. They'll go, Connor. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to... cut off that run, and their reward is getting off the field.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Budda Baker bringing that one to an end. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Watson, quick pass wide. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sean Murphy-Bunting ranging over for that stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Love. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming up front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. McBride hauls it in. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. No one around. He's got space. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
There's no routes in the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He has the 1st over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks. Murray from the pistol. Jones reels it in.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on first down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. They send a man in motion. Here's second and 11. Has the connection to Jones. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Kyler throwing here. Touchdown, Arizona! So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return starts at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. The defenders are there to get him at the line. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Cut by Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. They're going for this. Oh, try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Hamilton with the INT. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks out the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Kyler looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. They have him back there because of the incredible things that he can do on punt returns, Brock, but this time he winds up giving the other side their incredible moment.
That's right. As a returner, you've got to field that ball clean first, and then second, keep it secure the rest of the way. There's 10 dudes on that other side. Heck, maybe even 11 if you got a punter who likes to hit. And their sole mission is to separate you from the ball at full speed. And if they're lucky, well, they're lucky they can return it back to the house for 6.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Love from the gun. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. To the air with Love. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers tie things up at 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Murray here on 1st down. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. And one intended for Trey McBride. So 2nd down coming up.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. And no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now Kyler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15. They snap it to Murray. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing, Love. Complete on the slant to Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This kick from the left side. The kick by Folk is good. And they've taken back the lead. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Going run again with Jacobs. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Love. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grab the lead on their first series of the half. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They stick with Jacobs. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Love. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Love now. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Love looking to pass. That's caught for the 1st. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. This is Jacobs running left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Jacobs punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a third-quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, second and inches. Now Murray. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
And he moves the chains.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Left side, and it's intercepted. And the Packers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Jacobs running behind center. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pressure coming for Love. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. That's complete to Reed out left. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Jaden Reed the touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's got to be one of the shortest completions I've ever seen on a curl and go. That route's like a fine wine, kid. It gets better the longer it matures. That court came out a little early that time, and it was only a small gain.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Working quickly here. Back to the air. Murray. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Packers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Taken in by Dobbs. And this one does not go far. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers close to picking up their 5th win. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Man in motion here. Throwing his love on third. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. And the Cardinals have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Murray here on first down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Hauled in by Musgrave. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Here's Jacobs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On target to Musgrave. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can come.